Hello there. My name is Shantae Holiday, and joining me today is Kylie Rainey.
Hello,
All right.
everyone.
Today we are going over getting more referrals, right? So, referrals are a powerful tool for growing your business. They often come with a level of trust that leads to higher conversion rates and long-term customer loyalty. Here's a helpful Q&A guide that you will be going over today on how to get more referrals, providing actionable insights to help you expand your network and boost your sales. So, Kylie, I just wanted to ask you, just to get started, why should an entrepreneur focus on referrals? Like, why is it even important?
Well, of course, we all know those of us who sell in our businesses or sell, even those who sell as a vocation, they know that the referral is a powerful tool for actually growing your business, or if you're a salesperson, growing your clientele. Um, because referrals often come with a certain level of trust that should lead to a higher conversion rate and a better long-term customer loyalty because they're coming from a friend or another trusted person. So it's sort of like that being hooked up with a friend on a blind date versus meeting someone at a bar or a dance or something like that. Um, but I know me myself, I have a certain, set of rules, set of aspects that, that I think are for my purposes, my insights on, that helped me expand my network and help boost, my sales. So, but that's the important thing is that warm lead. It's more of a warm lead versus a cold lead just from outreach and from branding or from a funnel.
Gotcha. Okay. And when do you feel like it's the best time to ask for referrals? Is there a perfect time?
Perfect. I don't know about perfect, but I think the best time to ask is at the beginning, really more so than anything. After that person, I mean, I ask at the beginning and then I ask at the end, especially if a sale is consummated, and then we say, hey, by the way, I don't ask, do you have anybody or do you know anybody? I say, who do you know that can use my services? Uh, that way, rather than say, do you know anybody? That's a yes or no question. When I say who, you got to say a name. It
Right.
was more compelling that way.
Gotcha. And how do you go about asking without feeling awkward, though?
Um,
Because no business owner wants to sound needy. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. I mean, I kind of approach it naturally. I'll say something like, I'm really glad you enjoyed my services. I hope everything works out for you. Do you know anyone else who might benefit? I'd love for you to introduce us. That's typically how I do. I've had in the past where I've asked clients up front, and sometimes they're tending, especially with the credit repair business, people sometimes they want to make sure you're any good before they refer you to somebody else because they don't want you to look bad. They don't
Right.
want you to make them look bad, I should say.
Right. Okay. And then do you have any sort of incentives that you feel work best in your referral programs that have helped you and your client success?
I mean, I've tried a number of things, and I'll tell you what I've tried, and I'll tell you what I kind of use more often than anything. I mean, I've tried discounts. I've tried cash, not cash rewards, but maybe a gift card, uh,
Right.
or I've offered additional other services. I've worked with a marketing company giving out vacations, hotel gift cards, and that thing, both to ask for referrals as well as other things. Um, and I often offer something to both the person who's doing the referring and the person who starts business from that referral as well, with the hopes
Got
that there's a, you want to give people a win up front. And then
Mhm.
on top of that, then make that encourage them to spread the word to other people. But
Gotcha.
the
And
problem
usually,
is some of the things I've
mhm,
tried had gotten a little complicated, or
gotcha.
they weren't easy for the person to enjoy. You had to jump through too many hoops, and that's why some of those things I don't do anymore.
Gotcha. Okay. And then when it comes to social media, how are you utilizing that in terms of gaining referrals and things of that nature?
I mean, testimonials is the best. When you can, when someone can testify, if you will, to the success that they got from my service, and a success story on top of that, if they want to indulge that much, that goes a long way. That, I think, that has the most impact on social media than anything else. I mean, most people want to know, will your service work for me? um and so, will it, does it work for other people? They say yeah, and then the only question becomes, will it work for me? I encourage my followers to tag friends. I tell them, if you know anybody that may just even be interested, they should consider running referral contests as well.
Gotcha.
That might be a way to get people.
Okay. No, I love that. Another thing that people can definitely
But
try is mhm.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to.
So another thing that people can definitely try when it comes to utilizing social media for referrals is utilizing LinkedIn because it's primarily for B2B interactions. So definitely try that out. You can definitely collaborate with other people that are in your industry or in similar industries that complement yours, and look them up by their profession. So
Oh yeah, good
definitely give
point.
that a try.
Yeah, yeah, good point. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I know you've had a lot of success and connections on LinkedIn too, right, Hiley?
Absolutely, yeah. LinkedIn. I find that people are a little bit more actionable. The call to actions resonates more with folks on LinkedIn versus some of the other platforms.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
counting you. Well, I don't consider, me personally, I don't consider YouTube as social media. YouTube is its own animal now, and I love it. It's great.
There you go. And then, of course, feel free to utilize TikTok because that's definitely not going anywhere anytime soon, at
Oh
least
yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah,
So,
but you know what? I've heard the death song for YouTube for TikTok a couple of times, and it's
they
yet
keep
it's
saying it,
yeah, yeah,
but it never happens.
nope.
It's up there. So that's why I feel like it's not going anywhere and stuff like that. But we shall see. What do you feel like is an effective way to follow up with previous clients?
Now this gets a little involved, but I still prefer the personalized follow up emails. Check in. And just ask folks, how you been? How's everything going? So that especially when people you don't want people to feel like they were just a transaction to you. That you say,
Right.
okay, hit it and quit it kind of a thing. And so I just like to do that and just make sure everything's good. If there's anything additional I can help them with, I mean, if nothing else, I mean, it's genuine concern, but it also can be that gentle reminder, about the services that I have, other services that they may not have participated in, and again, another ask for anyone who might need help.
Gotcha. Okay. And another thing people can totally do and stuff there is you can send cards. I know it's a little old fashioned, but you can definitely send them by mail
Yeah. But
and
you know
stuff.
what? I think the fact that it's old fashioned with everybody with digital things flying around, I think people like that
I
throwback.
would. It would make me feel special. When's the last time you got a card of appreciation, right?
Exactly.
And stuff there from someone you did work with. So it definitely stands out, at least to me, especially when it's like handwritten and stuff.
Yeah.
One thing is, how do you, while we're talking about it, how do you go about showing appreciation to your referrals?
The thank you notes. That's when I think about the cards. I also think about the thank you notes. In addition to that, going back to digital, new school, that shout out is always great. Um, even small gifts. I mean, sometimes I know folks get a little concerned about cost and being able to readily get those things to folks, but yeah, small gifts are impactful. People, I mean, who doesn't love a gift? It's like Christmas every day, you know?
Right.
Uh, and just showing that gratitude, and letting people know you're grateful that they gave you their business. You're grateful for it. You tried to show that gratitude through good service, of course, and then, of course, the gifts, the thank yous, and everything else, and just say, "Hey, thank you," because you know they could have went anywhere else in the world,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's true. They, and like you said, they could have went anywhere and they chose to do business with you. So showing appreciation is always important. And when it comes to different small gift ideas, you can definitely do donuts, gift cards, coffee. Those will never go out of style. If you're like me, you'll give
Mm.
somebody a candle. I'm really big on candles and stuff there. I used to make them. It's amazing and stuff. So definitely you could do candles and stuff like that and really put something together, even if it's just a couple of trinkets from Five Below. um and then speaking of value, can valuable content help generate referrals in
Absolutely.
your opinion?
Absolutely. I believe so. Um, you know, by sharing that, content and, having some value to the content, whether, informative, I try to educate a little bit, and I try to entertain some a little as well. Um, and I just like to let people know that, I'm helping them. And I think entrepreneurs out there, if you are an expert in your given field of business, that's a way to let people know, excuse me, that you're an expert in your field. I mean, because they'll say, "Wow, you're giving out all this free content, and it helps them." Because the best way to show people your value is by help that you can help them is by helping them. You know,
Exactly.
and they say, I'm wondering about this, that, or the other, whether you're selling plumbing, whatever. And they say, okay, this guy knows plumbing. Let me ask him. Let me hire him.
Right.
Or, maybe not so much that, but say if you're a digital service, they'll go online and reach out to you.
Gotcha. Okay. And speaking of reaching out, right, what types of businesses do you feel like a person should partner with in regards to gaining more referrals?
I try to go with a company that might have a complimentary service, something, it
Okay.
meshes, goes hand in hand with mine. Like, I do credit repair, and so I work with mortgage brokers. I work with other loan lenders. I work with realtors, because they get folks who aren't credit worthy. They send them to me. I make them credit worthy, send them back to them so they can consummate a loan.
Okay.
Home
Gotcha.
inspectors sometimes, but not so much with me. But that if you got a certain type of business, those three businesses alone can interact act with each other in that way and create new
Right.
opportunities.
Right, right. And you touched on a lot of great points and stuff there. If you are in the taxes business, what you
Yep.
can do is you can actually go on to LinkedIn and you can look up, let's say, truck driving businesses. And you can actually go and reverse engineer, search up a potential, not just client but also a referral, because you never know how many people work in that business and how many people you can assist. And I know that if they have a certain number of employees and stuff like that, then that might be a valuable tax break and stuff there for them. So, things like that, definitely get creative because there are many ways to go about it. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
how can I track or how can a person track their referrals effectively? Do you recommend spreadsheets or is that too old fashioned?
I mean, spreadsheets still work. I mean, it's not as automated, it's not as simplistic. I use CRMs myself personally. That's relationship management systems, things like that, where I have a list of clients with their contact information. I can send out emails and other contacts, text messaging, and in an automated way, which much more um, efficient than just trying to do everything singular by hand from a spreadsheet. And you can create strategies as well.
Gotcha. Okay. And did you have any closing statements that you would like to grace our audience and stuff there?
Mhm.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Just a reminder of what we went over. We went over getting more referrals and everything in between. Now, building a robust referral network does take time and effort, but the rewards are well worth it. If you made it to the end, definitely go ahead and comment below what state you are watching from. If you're watching this as a replay, go ahead and drop the number 2. And by implementing these strategies, you guys, you can create lasting relationships with customers and turn them into advocates for your business. Remember to provide exceptional service, maintain communication, and show appreciation for those who refer you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Happy referring, and we'll see you in the next one.